aspirants. So in this video, we are going to talk about Symbiosis Law Admission Test. We are going to discuss the entire notification which has been released, and we are going to talk about multiple aspects including the fees, the process, the important dates, and how does this exam work actually, right? So as you all know, when we talk about private law colleges in India, or if we take the NIRF ranking of the private law colleges in India, we know that there is one law college which stands out, and that is Symbiosis, especially Symbiosis Pune, right? So in this video, we are going to talk about the Symbiosis Law Admission Test, or what is popularly called Slat, right? So let's discuss the first aspect. So the Slat exam is conducted in order to enroll students into two types of courses, that is Bachelor of Arts and Bachelors of Law, that is BLLB and BBLLB. Now, there are four Symbiosis colleges, that is Symbiosis Law School Pune, Symbiosis Law School Noida, Symbiosis Law School Hyderabad, and Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, right? Right now, these four colleges are distributed into two tiers, one being Pune and Noida. People treat Pune and Noida over Hyderabad and Nagpur. So you can say that tier 1 of Symbiosis colleges can be termed with the collective calling of Pune and Noida, and secondly we have Hyderabad and Nagpur, which are next to Pune and Noida, right? Now what are the courses? Now the interesting thing to note here is only Symbiosis Law School Pune offers an honors course, right? If you look at this, BLLB honors and BBLLB honors course is only offered by Pune. If you look at other law colleges, other law schools of Symbiosis, that is Noida, Hyderabad, Nagpur, then you would get to see only BLLB and no honors is mentioned there. That means there is no honors course in other law schools of Symbiosis other than Pune. Now, what is the fundamental difference between an honors course and a regular course? Now, that is something that has been asked by many students, and that's where we introduced the slides into our class. Now, if you look at honors versus regular course, so the entire legal education is governed by the Bar Council of India. So there are legal education rules of Bar Council of India which discusses as to how the legal education will be conducted by any university which offers a law course, right? Now, in that, if you look at the credit section, there we get to know that in order to do an honors course, you have to pass some extra credits. For example, if you look at this BLLB, a normal BLLB, then you have to do 14 BA subjects and 28 LLB subjects. So without honors, if you're doing BA and LLB, that is 14 plus 28, that is 42 papers. Whereas if you're doing BA honors LLB, so that means since BA is honors, instead of 14 you will be doing 28, whereas LLB remains the same, that is 28. Right? That means 20 plus 28, 48 papers. Now, if you go to BLLB honors, since LLB honors is there with normal BA 14 plus instead of regular 28, the count will be 36. That means if the honors course is there, you are specializing or you are doing more number of subjects. So the credit system is different. If you look at the websites of Pune and Noida also, you would get to see that there are more subjects, more credits in terms of syllabus or curriculum in Pune than in Noida. This difference is because the Symbiosis Noida offers a regular BLLB, whereas Pune offers BLLB honors, right? So that is a fundamental difference. Anyhow, we will be coming up with another video wherein in detail I will discuss you how this LLB honors or BLLB honors or BBLLB honors differs from a normal LLB, BLLB or BBLLB, right? In that I will be discussing the entire rules of Bar Council of India, right? Now let's get into the second aspect, that are important dates. So the registration has been already open. The registration closes on April 12th of April 2024, Friday. The registration will close and the payment will close on the same day, which is April 12th, 2024. We usually suggest this to our students that you should never wait for the last day, because the servers of all the academic websites, they are controlled or they're overburdened at the end. So it is suggested to students that they make the registration, they complete the registration and make their payment before the stipulated date, that is April of 12th April. Now, after that, admit card will be issued. Now, before that, you need to notice that when you fill this a particular application form, you will see that During the filling of this application form, you will be given an option to select a slot. That means you can give your exam either on May 5th or you can give it on May 11th, right? Or you also have an option to give it on both May 5th and May 11th. In which case, your score will be selected based on the one which has higher in terms of value. For example, you gave a paper on May 5th as well as on May 11th. On May 5th you got 50 marks, whereas on May 11th you got 48 marks. So obviously the one which had higher marks will be counted in, right? So there is no averaging, there is no normalization, right? The one with the paper with the higher marks will be considered, right? Based on which the merit list will be drawn. So when you do the payment and when you do the registration, you have to mention on which day you want to give the paper. You can give the paper twice also, but in that case you would have to pay the fee double. Okay. Let's talk about other aspects. The admit card will be issued on April 25 for test 1 people. That is, people who are appearing on May 5th, their admit card will be issued on April of 25. April of 30 is for people who will be appearing on May of 11th, right? And the result will be announced on May 22nd. Now, what is the fee in this regard? So, there are 2 sets of fee that a student is required to pay. Now, if you want to appear for Symbiosis Law Admission test, it is mandatory that you pay 2,250 rupees. Apart from that, apart from this 2,250 rupees, for every college and every course that you want to get enrolled into, you have to pay 1,000 rupees separately. For example, as I have shown you, there are 4 colleges and there are 4 courses. That means 4 plus 4, total of 8 courses are there across all the Symbiosis colleges, right? That means if you want to use this score of Symbiosis to all the courses of all the Symbiosis law colleges, then you have to pay extra 1,000 for each course in each college. That means 2,250 plus 1,000 for BBA LLB Honours of Pune, 1,000 extra for BLLB Honours of Pune. So you have to figure out that which college do you actually want to get into, as well as which course do you actually want to get into. Based on this too, you have to pay 1,000 rupees per course. Okay, right? And this can be paid at the time of registration of the normal application, or apart from that, you can go to the individual website. For example, you fill the Slat application and you can go to the Pune website, Symbiosis Pune website, and there you can fill in the details saying that I have already paid 2,250, but I also want to pay 1,000 for this course. Say BA LLB Honours offered by Pune. You're telling the Pune college, right? If you go to their link and you're saying them that I want to pay 1,000 because I'm interested in this course. So if I get a good score in Slat, please consider me for this particular course. Based on that, you can make a fee payment of 1,000 rupees. So if you're going to pay this fee 2,250 rupees, and if you want to avail all the courses, that means you have to pay 8,000 extra. So the sum total goes to 10,250 if you want to write this exam once and you want to make this score applicable for all the courses of all Symbiosis law schools, right? Otherwise, if you're going for 2 times, if you're writing this exam 2 times, as I've told you, you have option of writing it both on the first test and the second test, in which case this test with the higher score is considered. In that case, what will happen? You have to pay 2,250 plus 2,250, and apart from that, if you want all the colleges, then you have to pay 8,000. So it will be huge amount. So I advise students to take a calculative decision as to which course they prefer or which college they prefer. There can be multiple aspects to this. For example, Noida can be suitable for people who are from north of India and who actually want to be close to Delhi, which is often called the litigation capital, right? The entire litigation is crowded in Delhi. Similarly, if you go to Pune, lot of economical activities take place in Pune and Mumbai for that matter. So if you're close to Mumbai, that can be a wonderful opportunity to go high courts like legacy high courts like Bombay High Court, or you can also be part of multiple financial startups which are booming in Mumbai. So based on that, you take a decision. Second, in addition to that, as I've told you, 1,000 you have to pay. What is the process? First, you will go with the admission test. As I've told you, May 5th or May 11th or both, whichever you prefer, you will go with that. The pattern is this: logical reasoning, 12 questions will be there. Marks awarded are 12. Legal, 12 questions, 12 marks. Analytical reasoning, AR, 12 questions, 12 marks. Reading comprehension, 12 questions, 12 marks. GK, general knowledge, 12 questions, 12 marks. That is 60 questions for 60 marks in 2 hours, 1 hour, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That means 1 hour, 60 questions, 60 minutes, whereas there are 5 sections, each section having 12 questions. Okay. Now, after this, a merit list will be drawn based on which candidates will be shortlisted for either of these 3 based on their respective entrance test marks. Based on what you score out of that 60, you will be called to either attend a personal interview or writing ability test, or it can be group activity, essay writing, whatever it is, it will be told to you that you are shortlisted for that. Now, to check this, what the student should do? The student should check their respective institute website. For example, I gave Slat. At the same time, I was only interested in BLLB Honours course of Pune. I paid 1000 for that. So I have to go to Pune's website. I have to check that whether Pune has issued a list saying that I have been selected for this particular course for the second round. That includes either personal interview, WAT or STPI. Right? Now, the results, how will the results be declared? Category-wise cutoff for merit list and waiting list will be displayed on the website of the respective institutes to which you have applied, and waitlist movement will depend upon the vacant seats. As you know what is the vacant seats and how they move in, we have already made a video on this. And please note that all admissions are provisional and will be confirmed on payment of fees on or before the due date and subject to fulfillment of eligibility conditions of the respective programs. As I've told you, once you qualify, you have to pay fee. Otherwise, that seat fall vacant, and a person who is below that gets to move into that particular position. Right? That's how this entire thing is. With that, we have come to end. I hope that this video was useful, right? And you can always use the comment section below to ask any type of questions, and our team will reach out to you. Thank you so much.